Okay, so I'm going to guess this is the final chapter now. Chapter 5, right? Maybe? The main game has 7 chapters, right?
Good afternoon. This is 11 News.
What the
Wednesday, May 16th. Weather in the Radamanthus Authority is fair. It is 24 degrees centigrade, 56% humidity. Continuing yesterday's placid highs, the day promises to be pleasant. Today's news will be delivered by me, Sienna Morgan, with additional analysis by our political correspondent, Barry Crowley.
Is this Alpha seeing things? I think that was the beanstalk. Radamandus was mentioned in Xenoblade 2, I think, if I recall. Yeah, we are. This is Alpha's vision. I think he's showing us the past.
Where's this?
I like goosebumps.
Whoa. What's all this supposed to be?
What is this place? Seriously?
I don't know. But it looks like there's a path at least.
Then let's follow it. No point in hanging around here.
Be careful. Place as strange as this, anything at all could happen.
And it's a more homey neighborhood. Like a residential area. And that is more Mortha.
Pretty. I've never seen anything like this.
Wow, those towers. It's like they're all sparkling.
That's the beanstalk, right?
And that enormous one. It's so huge. Bigger than a castle.
Shulk. This what I think it is.
Yeah. The source of us all. Zanza. No. Klaus's world.
Before the fall.
What was that about the world? Before mine and Rex's worlds came to be, everything was one. And this is that place.
What you said at the base about the two worlds before they came together. This was even further back than those ones.
The lad's got brawn and brains. I'm impressed.
So what? We've traveled back into the past then?
No, not really. This is Origin's memory stage. We were directly underneath it.
Yeah. I think we're probably inside of it now.
Meaning, we're inside someone's memories?
Of all the people who could remember this era, only one's left.
Alpha, eh? But what's the point of him showing us all this? Is it really Alpha that's doing this? Or is it...
Piano. This melody. Huh? I can hear piano from up ahead.
Yeah. That has to be the beanstalk. Is this right before the Savoriat rebels, or whatever they were called, attack? The look and feel of this area, it's very Fallout 4, you know, beginning of that game. And then this area is more what I would imagine Mortha would have been like. Oh, it's outdoors. Someone has to be filthy rich to
Not
have a piano outdoors.
Huh? Matthew! Welcome! I was waiting for you.
Well, Barry, don't you think this weather we're having is just perfect?
Nael, how come you're...
It's such a wonderful place, isn't it? I've always dreamed of this. A place we could live
Let's talk more
together.
about that.
A place
Most of our
to call
listeners know what
home.
we're talking about.
And not
But
just for
we'll
you and
recap
me, but for
any late
everyone we know.
Every who?
Of Earth-life colonization
When did they...
mothership, the Icarus, taking 480,000 settlers to the Eta Carina Nebula in the Carina Sagittarius arm of the Milky Way.
Hey, miss!
The
I'm
Icarus is the
hungry.
8th colony ship
Can we have a
dispatched as part of Project Exodus,
Okay.
bringing the total number
All
of
right,
colonies
wash your
sent
hands
out to the
first
stars
and then make
to
a line.
3 million.
Because today
The
I've
coalition
made
government
something
plans to
extra
send out
special.
ships 9
Hooray!
The 9th vessel, departing in July, heralds a new generation of ultra-long-range colony ships, known officially as Philadelphia-class motherships. Each
There's plenty
vessel
to go
boasts a
around.
capacity of up to
Just let me know if you
1.5
want
million
seconds.
people. The project will send a total of 10 million people out into the great beyond. Now for our next story. It concerns a savior-right human rights protection
Savior-right.
bill brought to Congress last summer. Earlier
See?
today, we heard that
Isn't this great?
authorities have petitioned
There's
against
no
the
room for
proposal.
woes or worries here.
And as the Justice Ministry
Nothing to
says,
ruin our
Special
happiness.
Commission on Human Rights debates once more on its validity.
Out there,
The possibility that
there's a
the
world
proposal
like
may be
this
scrapped
waiting.
seems more and more
A place for
likely.
new lives to live as they please.
The proposed measure
Just
sparked
like
a lot of
this.
public debate.
Nael,
So many will
you
be watching
can't...
the government and the commission very
It was
closely.
promised to me. By him.
Him?
The person with the silver hair and kind eyes.
And indeed, that seems to be exactly what's happening right now.
He gave us this beautiful world.
And now, Dmitry
He said if we
Yuryev's
simply
council
cast
person,
away
I'm
the
not
old
surprised,
lives,
has issued a statement concerning the matter at hand. Please stay
we
with
can
us.
set out, unburdened, and all this can be ours. You see? We don't need any of this old life.
Certainly, it's beautiful. If it could truly stay this way. Nael, don't you know what came after? Have you ever seen it? Weren't you ever curious? I think you suspect already how it changed, what became of this world, and how people have always been.
People kill people. That's what she said.
Ambition leads to pride. Even when they'd been granted limitless freedom. Even having built the perfect world for themselves. Humans yet desired the beyond. And then, the world became the way it is now.
Lies! This is all lies! Don't think your ludicrous stories are gonna change my mind. Alpha! He made me an inviolable promise. He said this is what awaits us at the end of our road. He said we could make a world like this.
Oh, come off it. Really? You think that?
Of course I do. Everything that we were denied is right here for us.
It's obviously a scam! Wherever you go, it's the same! You leave them, it only ends one way.
Oh, so we should just let them keep killing each other? Killing to live? What a load of crap! Good riddance to anything those butchers want to save!
They're not things. They're lives. And yeah, I can't forgive Mobius either. Reaping lives like grain during harvest. But come on. What crimes have their victims ever committed? What did they do? They weren't given a single choice. They were just trying to make the most of each moment, like us.
Everyone you know died for that. Are you okay with that, Matthew?
Right.
Course I'm bloody not! Truth is, what you're talking of doing would make you exactly the same as Mobius.
Yeah.
Exactly the same. If you build a new world on that foundation, it'll only end one way. Like this. This here. And this is the future you want? You see, Nael, the lives that you and I have. You know that's a possible future for all the soldiers, right? If it weren't for those guys, we wouldn't even be here. Don't lose sight of the real enemy. You know who it is. Mobius or Alpha. It doesn't matter what you call them. The real enemy is whoever threatens our lives. Whoever tries to rob us of our hopes and dreams. Let's build a future, Nael. The one our elders wanted. With our own hands. Come on. What do you say?
Matthew.
Nael!
Matthew!
Inside the origin.
What a farce. Your rhetoric is rife with falsehoods. I cannot stand such drivel.
Alpha.
I safeguard this world by removing what is time-worn. But it seems that you continue to contravene me. You spur these olden mortals to action.
I am your conscience.
Conscience? There is no place for it in the Trinity processor.
It's you there's no place for, Alpha. 'Cause Klaus, he entrusted the future to us. So he could atone for his past. He followed his conscience.
And he failed to realize that his conscience led him astray. An atavistic delusion. It is common among the old. Wholly unnecessary for all subsequent life.
I knew it. Of course that would be your vision of the world. As long as there's people like you, nothing's ever going to change. Casting off the old world and its people and just walking away.
You could not comprehend it, Matthew.
Turning around, going back, looking for a new way forward. Doing that time and again. That's how you build a future. Hey, but you're just an obsolete piece of scrap. So no wonder you don't get it.
You say I am obsolete?
Life is on our side. And since there's none in you, you're destined for the scrap heap!
Let's do this, Matthew. Time
Nobody
to bring
needs
things to an
this
end.
time-worn refuse.
Niall!
I think this is...
I'll save you, I swear!
Oh no! I lost the enemy's attention.
Xenoblade Chronicles 1, you know, Zans of Fight. I think this is the battle theme. I think it's called Zans of the Divine,
I lost the enemy's attention.
which is cool.
I'm not done. Gotta lie down for us. Rex, we can't do this without you.
And what's a fog rift doing there?
How do you like
away.
One.
Whoa! They're giving as good as they're getting!
Hey, you okay?
More of that!
How do you like that?
Are Numa? We know Logos Malus is done for, but is Numa gone too? Because they said that the only being that knows the old world is Alpha, right?
Opportunity knocks!
Been waiting for someone to say that.
Which means that Numa is also gone? Possibly?
The enemy's attention!
I got a chain.
Here's our chance!
Oh, no chain music.
Let me offer some wisdom!
How'd you think this would go? How'd you think this would go?
What about something
Let's
like
give it a
this?
try! I'm first up, yeah?
Now you're getting me.
I'll bring it home.
Let's keep going!
He said Alpha needed like a vessel, right? See,
How do we play this?
on his health bar, there's an icon for
How
the
do we play
rift.
this? Here's what I
Like
propose.
the fog beasts have that icon, right?
Whose plan do we choose?
Now we're talking! I'm first up, yeah?
I thought that was a phase too. Whoa.
Careful! Crap! Now he's trying to suck Matthew in too!
He's found it. The trace of turmoil. That's still within him.
Discard the past. Let it all go, Matthew.
I won't!
What harm did your kind do? You have done nothing wrong. You simply strode forth towards the future. But the olden humans, they did not find value in it. You must have realized. This is not where you belong.
Stop!
Why make a martyr of yourself? Why be a stepping stone? For as long as the old is not excised, mankind has no future.
The old? You say?
It's in your hands, Matthew.
Gotta be kidding me. I'm nowhere near done yet. I'm not dying with so much left undone. I'm not done!
Ooh. That was very cool.
Matthew! Niall!
Where did N go? Oh.
You again.
N.
Don't mistake me. I am one who lives in the now. My blade knows no regrets.
I thought you'd say that. And that's why I can't afford to just take off. Hey.
Matthew.
Hey. You okay? Then let's seize it together. Our true future.
I'm sorry.
It's nothing. And I've got a crap load of stuff I want to say to you. But right this instant, I'm glad we're both fighting on the same side. Am I right? There you go. Mr. Alpha, sir. You want to go so badly? Then pick up and go. This world, it belongs to us!
Regrettable, Matthew. I'd hoped that we could celebrate the day of departure together. But very well. It seems that I must forsake you. The olden ones, olden life, your olden notions.
Bug. That looks very Ouroboros. Oh, we do have Niall. Can I? Yes.
Take that! But how? I'm up to you.
We don't have. We can't control her. She's a hero.
I'm okay. I can still fight.
There goes the enemy.
Monado Cyclone.
Niall! Take this! This is the move! I have it!
We still have
You
music.
won. Nice. Thanks the fun. There goes the enemy. More of
I'm
that!
up to you.
I'm gone.
How did they get to Rex? That's not resting Rex.
I have it.
Hey, we're up!
I'll afford them no quarter.
Let's finish this!
I wonder if Niall has her own chain order and chain attacks.
They're giving as good as they get. Leave the heroics to me.
More of that! We can really lay into him now.
Whatever you need.
More of that!
Next launch, I'll chain.
This is the move!
Monado Cyclone.
I can still fight.
Leave the heroics to me. I have it!
Still within operation parameters. There goes the enemy. It's me you won.
Thanks for that.
There goes the enemy. It's me you won.
Thanks for that.
Ah, too slow.
There goes the enemy.
Whoa.
The powerful forest can break through Alpha's future sight. You're not getting away.
But how like that?
Uh,
I have it!
I'm gonna stay on her to use vision. Because I feel like something's coming. Flawed? Why is it flawed? And I realize I still don't have her third art. Okay, chain.
Ready to fall upon them. What about something like this?
Is that a coincidence? The music changed when I started the chain.
We can go with this. Let's give it a try. On first stop, yeah?
Is it a coincidence? I think we can do this. Yes. And then...
Let's keep going.
He's blocking our attacks.
I was mulling this one over. I was mulling this one over. I was mulling this one over. Now we're talking.
Let's see.
Good way to start a party.
I think this is going to cap.
Nina!
I've been waiting for this. Another one.
Okay,
How do
so
we play this?
Matthew or... Okay, it has to be Matthew.
I'll go first. Nina!
Time to wrap it up. Can't pass this one up.
Victory is in
All
our
right,
hands.
let's get cracking.
Wanna finish with Rex. Can do
Good
this.
way to start a party.
Oh! That was close. Come on, defense down? Maybe? Nope. Let's use you two.
Left the best for last.
Finally.
Okay,
Our turn, Schultz.
there was scene after scene, so I didn't have time to arrange my thoughts, but according to the radio, they sent colonies outside of Earth.
He's still standing? After all this? Cheers to old Klaus! His gifts just keep on giving! Damn it! If only those two were here!
Matthew, raise up your fists.
What?
I will grant you the sword's power. Transfer it to your Fists of the End.
That light.
No way!
Drive it in! Release the power of Ouroboros!
Like Gondor.
Shut the hell up already! I ain't taking orders from you! Ah!
That's Mithra's core. Or Yuna.
Matthew, your actions have made the future uncertain. Have you no regrets? Given a choice of this magnitude, surely there is doubt.
Oh, believe me, got them in spades. That's why we move forward. Always ahead. See ya. Alpha.
Right we are. Just one last thing then.
Yeah. You got it.
Hey.
Alpha was, and I am, an avatar. The spirit of your world. Just like Alpha needed all of you. You and your world. You need me.
An avatar? What?
It's no more. So someone else has to pick up the slack.
The annihilation events, they'll keep happening whether you like it or not. The world needs a bit of propping up.
Until the time comes. Yes.
Hold up a minute. Who's someone? And for how long?
Well, you work that part out.
Don't do this! You don't have to sacrifice yourselves!
It's not like that. We're helping.
And that's different how exactly?
Fundamentally. Glimmer. As long as you lot do your part to change this world, it'll all go back to normal.
And if we don't manage, then what? My lifetime. It's barely a blip.
If you don't, pass it on.
Huh?
Let someone else carry on your dream. That's how we've always rolled. Us lot.
It's not much, but we can offer you a gift. We can imbue you with our life, keep the wheels turning. That way, you'll be able to live out the rest of your lives. Enough time to do what you must.
No, but
Oh, hey, don't get us wrong now. We're just taking a breather. It's all right. We'll meet again. Trust me.
Teacher. Boss.
This is against the rules. You know this.
Don't be a spoil sport now. If it was them, I don't think they'd even bat an eyelid at helping.
Admittedly. Well, I suppose you have earned it. Very well then. I didn't see or hear anything.
Thanks a lot, Alvis.
Then, it's all up to you now. With us taking the role of the Avatar, Zed may well seize upon it to gain power. What we did, and all that concerns Origin, will become but a dim memory. Nevertheless, our intentions will live on, and one day coalesce again. Be it tomorrow, or in 1,000 years. Surely, the time will eventually come. I can see it, clear as day.
Our future is in your hands.
We'll be waiting, at the far edge of time. You actually did see it coming, didn't you? All that's happened.
Right. And all that will.
The only thing I see is what the flow encompasses. But your hope lives on. That much is certain.
It's dropping. No, there's a... Oh no. Oh, they're evacuating. Okay. I got very emotional when Rex said the thing about the passing on to the next generation. I think that, like the thing that he said to Jin.
Righty-ho. Want to get back to it then?
I highly doubt you have the strength left.
Same goes for you.
Mobius will never change. In any way. Forever transfixed. They will guard the endless now to the last.
Including you.
Naturally.
Well then, we'll be busy.
What if you cannot make it happen? Your lives are pitifully short.
We went over this. You got wax in your ears. If I can't, someone else will, down the line.
Who knows? Maybe it'll even be you.
In some way, it was.
Friend fail yet again. Did Riku not say? Should not use so much noise bite.
What? You said to throw in a bunch of them. You told me.
Riku did not. Nickel must have poor hearing.
Honest to Spark. You still going at it?
What do you mean still? It has to be done. We're powering up the Ouroboros stone. Just about done with it now. We've accumulated all this data. Now if we could only encode it in the operative photon wave frequency.
If you get it to work, we'll be able to deploy that power whenever we feel like it, right?
Right. I'll admit the photons have limited capacity, so we won't be able to empower quite that many people all in one go.
Oh, more importantly, you don't want to be late. The send-off?
Oh, that's right. I better get moving.
Is that why it's only 6 people?
Take care, alright? You sure you're gonna be fine alone?
Oh, yeah. It'll be a relief, if anything.
Well, someone's full of himself.
Matthew, thank you for everything.
Ah, and thanks right back at you. Also, while I'm gone, keep an eye on the city, eh? Nael, Nickel, Glimmer, Panacea, Linka. Oh, and you, Riku.
Why Riku lost?
Once I found us some friends, I'll come home again.
Get back safe.
Sure. Alrighty. Time to start rebuilding the world. Matthew Van Damme is out of here!
You're standing at a loss in front of a door that's been closed for so long. With your foreseeing eyes, what do you see? Until you open it, you cannot know. Afraid to see what could be on the other side. Oh, can't you see how much I feel the same as you? It seems we just need to let it all go free. I've seen that look before.
Why? You know, what's her core crystal doing there? Is that the shard of origin that they are talking about? Is that the two worlds? Yeah.
I see you by the door, so just walk through. Don't take too long, 'cause everything you've said, you'll find it there. In a future.
It's back to being one. What is that? Uh-huh. It's really over. Time attack challenge. Okay. Okay.
Record updated.
War mage. Yeah, it's like when cutscenes from Xenoblade 1 started showing up, like it really felt like it was they were saying this is the complete story that they wanted to tell, and now it's over. Like how the it's like a different comparison, but like mm, oh my god. uh they it's changed to the like the base game. Back to main game. Anyways, I want to see what the random challenge thing is, but I'm kind I'm kind of shocked that I didn't get a point of no return warning, something like that. Because I think they've always done that. Yeah, it's basically the same thing, but different characters. Yeah. Oh yeah, I had to check the statues a little bit.
We should probably eat something.
Let's see. Yeah. It's sad that it's over, but I'm also glad that it's over. Because I think being able to tell a sort of complete story on your own terms isn't that common in any medium. Like, people want to keep the stories going and going because, you know, sequels are made because something is pretty popular. And I know Xenoblade isn't that popular. Like, it's still a niche genre, which is surprising how it got nominated for, you know, Game of the Year last year. I would say it's well deserved. Like, it's my personal Game of the Year of 2022, but it's a very niche game that I don't think a lot of people in the gaming media has actually beat the game, which is fine. It's a very long game, and unlike games like Elden Ring, I would say, this is a game that has to be played in its entirety to be appreciated, I would say. Like Elden Ring, you can play for a couple of hours and realize that it's a great game. This game, I don't think it shows its true colors until like you start doing the side stuff and you actually care about the side stuff, which can be a good thing and a bad thing in that, like, for me, the game got better as it went on. You know, as I opened up more heroes and started doing more side quests, I started to learn more about the world, and that made me really invested in it, like more than the previous Xenoblade games. Except for Xenoblade Cross, I have never played Cross because I didn't have a Wii U. And I'm thinking the thing earlier about how they sent colonies outside, right? I was wondering if that has something to do with, you know, Xenoblade Cross or X or whatever you call it. Anyways, new. Is it in time attack?
New challenge, straight from Archsage's noggin.
Is this it? The two saviors?
Archsage have every faith that friends will overcome.
It said no chain attack. It is. Oh. That's fun. Oh, it's the Xenoblade 2 music. We should target Rex first, because Rex is the damage. And I just died. Oh no. Let's see. Oh, I went on one tag. Let's see.
This can't be happening.
I need to resettle my party a little bit. I thought
I'm sorry. Challenge successful.
This is cool. Oh, A. thing.
Will it bring friends
Accomplished
joy?
earring. I don't know what it is.
Sure hope so.
Okay. Really? Uh, Shulk and Rex differ from other heroes in two ways. Their classes cannot be learned by others. They will not appear in event scene. Makes sense.
Right. Stack 'em up.
So... Are they added here? Yes, they are. This is very cool.
Can't forget our progress update.
Let's go back to the DLC. I don't know. Like I said, I'm sad and happy. It's a weird feeling. This is probably my favorite series, you know, like probably as a whole. I don't think any other game series gets me on such a emotional high as the Xenoblade Chronicles. I don't think anything comes even close. Like there are.
Let's do this, Matthew. Time to bring things to an end.
I hear you. Wait for me, Niall.
Ah, we can go back. Okay, I thought we were gonna be below, but okay, this is how I did it. Anyways, it's gonna be very unorganized thoughts. Like, and because it's my favorite series, I really, really enjoyed the DLC. Like, to an unreasonable degree. Like, if I actually think about it, nothing really happened here, right? Basically, things are back to status quo. We just see how it happened. With our, you know,
That was a track.
favorite heroes. Which is, without being a fan of the series, I've said this earlier before, but I don't know how people who've only played Xenoblade 3 and bought the DLC would feel about this DLC, because it's very much this is the actual like end of the series, like a combination of all three games. I think having played the first two games helps in elevating, you know, 3, the base game, right? A little bit. You know, there's a little reference here and there, and the post-game stuff is more geared towards people that have played the previous games. But meeting Melia and Nia doesn't have the same weight if you have not played the previous games. But I still think that's a very small portion of that game of the base game, where you can still enjoy it a lot even without playing the previous 2 games, because I still think the best thing about the base game was the side content, right? Which are all new characters, and there's like very subtle nods to the previous games, but
Got a rare one. Score.
that is very small, minute, and the main characters, the 6 main characters, are all very well realized, I think, and they also don't have anything to do with the previous games, which makes the base game pretty self-contained, I would say, right? But I think this DLC, Future Redeemed,
Stay cool, Nicole.
Follow my lead. Just follow me.
it relies heavily on you knowing the events, knowing and being invested in the characters from the previous games. Like, this game has references to side characters, like side quests. I actually had to go look up some of the references after I had done this side quest.
The old Tom's been getting grumbly.
Can I actually remember? Yeah, like this one. No, not this one. Where is it? If walls could speak, this one. This, like, the events of this quest references a side quest in Xenoblade Chronicles 2. And oh wait, let me go back to that screen. This is in reference to a hidden area in Xenoblade Chronicles 1. A hidden area, so a secret area, yeah. Let's see. There's like a couple of those, I think. And the Yeet the Furnace too, which was very funny. Anyways. So, from where I'm standing as a massive fan of the series, who considers this series as his favorite game series of all time, probably, this was awesome, like all the way through. I would have done everything in this game anyways, even without the affinity things or whatever, because that's just how I play games. Like, I like doing side content, but I think they've made it compelling enough to do the side stuff here, even without forcing the community restrictions or whatever it was. And why did a quest disappear? Yeah. And it's like, I'll just wait in front of this to do this quest because I just want to finish the game.
We've arrived. Where to next?
Like, the way they have actually built the game, like outside of the story stuff, I think they've done a much better job of integrating the side stuff with the main system, with character growth. But I think that only works because this DLC is a much smaller game than the base game. The base game was like for me, until the main story finish, I think it took me about like 80-90 hours to see the ending credits, I think. But that's because like I said, I do side stuff all the time. I didn't do all of them. I didn't do the Ascension quest before the ending. But if your character growth was tied to all that side stuff in the base game, that will make, like, tying progression to side stuff, like, it already feels bad in some games where you need to do them to catch up on experience points. But having a system like here where you unlock passives and stat growths to that would have turned people off, I think. So I think they realized they can do this in this game because it's much smaller. Speaking of smaller, or contrary to what I was just saying about it being smaller, the world itself is gigantic, but it's a single map, which is pretty cool, I would say. And the story, I liked it. I'm not sure if I loved it, minus the like, if I subtract all my love for the series, I don't know if the way the main story flowed was compelling enough on its own, right? If I were somebody that only played 3, that's why I want to know, because I don't think it had enough in it. I don't think. But in my view, where I'm standing, like I said, it was so cool to see my favorite characters return and learn a little more about what happened between the base game and the end of 1 and 2. And they did answer some questions I've had about, what happened in between that time period. But there's still some things I don't think they have given me a satisfactory answer to, which is, like, where's Numa? We know that her core crystal is in Matthew's Ouroboros Gauntlet blade, right? And then I think them focusing on N's blade in that cutscene, are they implying that that has Malice's core crystal in it? Maybe? Is that why it's so purple? And maybe? I don't know, like, like a side tangent, but the moment I saw her core crystal on Matthew's glove, it got me. Let's see. The battle system, it still works. It's almost the same as the base game, with less customization through the classes, but the fusion combos are different depending on how you set them up. So I think that added a little bit more customization to the character, which is fine. Like it's a small game. You don't want to make things overly complicated with all the different things you can do, mix and match. Like we couldn't change the composition. It's always gonna be 2 attackers, 2 healers, 2 tanks, and in the base game you could change that if you wanted. The Unity thing, Unity special was cool. Felt like Xenoblade Chronicles 2, and I like that they merged days with launch. Like burst combo and smash combo is part of the same chain now. I think that's a good decision. Maybe it's because we only have 6 characters and no hero would make it less likely to have all the combo route, maybe. But I think it works much better. Right? You just get to choose the end, which is good. Chain attack, more customization in the chain attack, I think is better. The game runs as well as it did, as the base game did, minus the Cadencia region, because that region, is it the Cadencia region? The water region that chugged because of all the water, I guess. Music was great. I loved all the callbacks to the previous games, and a lot of like Xenoblade 1 tracks I didn't realize were Xenoblade 1 tracks, but they all feel very familiar, like coming back home, you know. And I think that's my like rushed thoughts on the game. On the DLC, like I will recommend it to anyone that enjoyed the series as a whole, right? But I don't know if I could do that to someone who only played 3. It's part of the expansion pass, and I think the other 2 parts, like Ino's quest and Masha's quest with the gauntlet and the Phsae trial, is fun enough. And as a whole package, it's definitely worth your money if you enjoy the other games as well.